Why does God let you love the wrong person first? It's a question almost every broken heart whispers at least once. God, why did you let me love someone who wasn't meant to stay? And the truth is this. Sometimes it takes a broken heart to awaken a deeper purpose. You were never designed to love aimlessly. You weren't created to chase connection just to fill a void. But God, in His mysterious and patient wisdom, sometimes allows your heart to attach to someone who was never meant to be permanent. Not to punish you, not to make you afraid of love, but to prepare you. Because there are lessons only pain can teach. There are revelations that only come when your heart has been stretched, torn, and forced to heal. That ache you feel, that silent why God. It isn't wasted. God never wastes a wound. There is something sacred about heartbreak, when it leads you to purpose. Something divine about loss, when it shifts your eyes back to God. When you look back at the one you prayed for, cried for, maybe even begged God to keep, you begin to see something powerful. Sometimes the greatest act of mercy is unanswered prayer. You saw potential. They saw convenience. You saw covenant. They saw comfort. But God saw something else. He saw a lesson. He saw a turning point. He saw what you couldn't, that the person you wanted most would one day lead you back to Him. He allowed you to love deeply, not to destroy you, but to teach you what love is not, so you could one day recognize what love truly is. Deuteronomy 8 verse 2 says, "The Lord led you through the wilderness to humble and test you, to know what was in your heart." That wilderness wasn't just a place. It was a person, a relationship, a season that stripped you down to your soul and revealed both your weakness and your longing. And in that wilderness, you found yourself. You discovered the parts of you that couldn't save themselves. And that was the beginning of surrender. Because it was never just about them. It was about what God was shaping inside you. You had to experience love that was selfish, unstable, conditional. So you would stop chasing emotional highs and start craving eternal truth. The wrong person exposes your blind spots. They touch your insecurities. They mirror your wounds. They stir your need for validation. They hold up a mirror, not to your worth, but to your weakness. So you finally see what still needs healing. You learn that desperation can mimic love. But it's not love. It's dependency. Fear dressed as passion. And the enemy knows that. That's why he often sends a distraction before God sends a real thing. A counterfeit connection can feel intense but leaves you anxious. It feels urgent but lacks peace. It feels like destiny but breeds confusion. And yet God still allows it. Not to see you hurt, but to awaken you. The heartbreak becomes holy ground. The tears become testimony. Romans 8 verse 28 never said all things will feel good, but that all things will work together for your good. The wrong person stripped away your illusions, shattered your fantasy, left you with questions. But those questions led you to God. You cried, "Lord, why would you let me love someone like that?" And heaven whispered back, "Because I needed you to see who you are without me." You loved them more than you trusted God. You made them your hope, your future, your emotional lifeline. And when they left, God remained. That was the lesson. Isaiah 43 verse 2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you." You didn't drown. You were delivered. You didn't lose. You learned. You didn't fall apart. You were rebuilt. You began to see your worth not through their eyes, but through your Creator's. God allowed you to love the wrong person first, so your soul would never again settle for imitation. Because real love, the kind God designs, isn't built on chemistry or excitement. It's built on character, sacrifice, truth, a 1 Corinthians 13 kind of love. Patient, kind, humble, forgiving. When you've survived the wrong kind of love, you start craving something deeper. Peace instead of chaos. Prayer instead of pressure. Partnership instead of performance. The right love doesn't just attract you. It anchors you. It doesn't just excite you. It edifies you. It doesn't just make you feel wanted. It helps you walk in purpose. And that kind of love always begins with God. He often becomes most real after your heart has been broken. He allowed your disappointment, so you'd stop idolizing connection and start craving covenant. So you'd stop asking, "Do they love me?" and start asking, "Do they love God?" Because now you understand, a person who doesn't know God can never truly love you in the way your soul needs. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14 warns, "Do not be unequally yoked." But sometimes, we don't understand that verse until we've tasted the pain. And even then, God lets the wrong person leave, not to break you, but to bless you. So you enter your next chapter wise, not wounded, healed, not hungry, because a hungry heart settles, but a healed heart sees clearly. You loved the wrong person, but that love wasn't wasted. It revealed your capacity, your depth, your hunger for something eternal. And God will not waste a heart like that. He will shape it, refine it, fill it, until it reflects His own. So the next time you ask, why did you let me love someone who couldn't stay? Remember this. Sometimes God lets your heart break, so it won't bow to anything less than Him. That's not punishment. That's protection. That's preparation. One day the right person will come, and you'll know it instantly. They won't pull you away from God. They'll push you toward Him. They won't make you question your worth. They'll reinforce it. They won't just love how you look. They'll love how you pray. Because the right love doesn't compete with God's presence. It confirms it. And when that love arrives, everything will make sense. Every heartbreak, every tear, every delay. And you'll finally understand why God let you love the wrong person first. If this message touched your heart, pause for a moment and thank God. Not just for what He gave, but for what He took away. His no was the beginning of your healing. This wasn't rejection. It was redirection. Not the end, but the beginning of becoming whole.